they say, every day is for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. But ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, has reversed the role. It is now every day for the owner of the house. If you're involved in bribery, over-invoicing, or any shady deal, the day of reckoning has come. ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, is watching you. If you're reported for any corrupt practice, you'll be investigated, prosecuted, and punished. Corruption is harmful to our nation. Join the campaign against it by reporting any corrupt practice to ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Let we join hands with ICPC, make them better.
Let's make Nigeria great again.
ICPC, they want you.
Come on, hand for corruption.
Break the chain of corruption now. Don't give, don't take. This message is brought to you by ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Breadwinner, protector, guardian, leader, hero, and teacher are just a few duties that a father performs in a community. Indeed, fathers are the true most valuable persons. Hello and welcome to Corruption Must Go. I am Onolakbo Abodunde. Father's Day is observed every third Sunday of June to celebrate fatherhood and their efforts in fulfilling their roles and responsibilities towards the family. On today's edition, we shall be looking at the role of fathers in building and developing the character of their children. Good character is exemplified by being honest, respectful, responsible, caring, emphatic, and disciplined. Before we continue, let us join Ruth Awodi with Anti-Corruption Stories.
Welcome to this segment on Anti-Corruption Stories. I am Ruth Awodi. ICPC has again arraigned the former registrar of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, Professor Dibu Ojerinde, over allegations bordering on official corruption, abuse of office, and forgery. Professor Ojerinde was docked alongside his children, Mary Fumilola Ojerinde, Olumide Abiodun Ojerinde, Adebayo Ojerinde, Oluwaseun Adeniyi Ojerinde, and 6 companies linked to him, namely Doyin Agbohi Petroleum Limited, Cheng Marbles Limited, Sapati International Schools Limited, Trillium Learning Center Limited, Standout Institutes Limited, and Elsli Perfect Securities Printers Limited. ICPC in a 17-count charge brought before Honorable Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court 7, sitting in Maitama, Abuja, informed the court of the multiple layers of fraudulent identities and conspiracies designed by the defendants to conceal crimes. ICPC counsel Mr. Ebenezer Shogunle told the court of how the former JAMB boss, amongst other offenses, conspired with 3 of his children, Oluwaseun Adeniyi Ojerinde, Olumide Abiodun Ojerinde, and Adebayo Ojerinde, to sell off property worth $150,000 in Accra, Ghana, even after the property had been forfeited to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As a result of some of these acts, the former JAMB registrar is also standing trial at the Niger State High Court, as well as Federal High Court Abuja, for alleged corruption and other ancillary offenses. The accused persons pleaded not guilty to all the charges when they were read to them. Bail was granted to the ex-JAMB boss on terms earlier granted to him by the Federal High Court Abuja, where he is standing trial, while the 4 children were admitted bail in the sum of 20 million naira each, and assuring like sums who must have landed properties not below the value of the bail sum and within the jurisdiction of the court. The trial judge, in handing down the bail conditions, also ordered the other defendants to surrender their international passports to the court and must not travel outside the country without recourse to the court, and that the Nigeria Immigration Service be notified. The matter was then adjourned to 13th to 16th November 2023 for hearing. In another development, Federal Polytechnic Nasarawa State has won the maiden edition of Anti-Corruption Inter-School Debate organized by ICPC for some selected tertiary institutions in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and neighboring states.
Federal Polytechnic Nasarawa, first prize. University of Abuja, second prize. Bayes University, third prize. Bingham University.
The debate, which held at the ICPC headquarters, had participants from the University of Abuja, Bayes University, Abuja, Veritas University, Buhari, Abuja, Bingham University, Karu, Nasarawa State, Federal Polytechnic, Nasarawa State, and Federal College of Education, Zuba, Niger State. The participating institutions debated on anti-corruption and related issues such as sexual harassment in tertiary institutions, preventive or punitive approach in the fight against corruption, youth at the forefront in the fight against corruption, as well as vote buying. At the end of the debate, Federal Polytechnic Nasarawa edged out other competitors to win the 200,000 naira prize money and a HP laptop computer. Speaking to declare the debate open, the chairman of ICPC, Professor Bolaji Owasonye, SAN OFR, who was represented by a board member of the commission, Honorable Goni Ali Gujba, stated that the debate was one of the several platforms ICPC created to encourage capacity building, ethical reorientation, behavioral change, and positive rejuvenation, especially amongst the youth. In his welcome remarks, the ICPC's Director of Public Enlightenment and Education Department, Alhaji Mohammed Ashiru Baba, FSI, reiterated that the job of ICPC was not just to arrest corrupt individuals, but the Commission also has the mandate to mobilize the public in the fight against corruption through many of its different initiatives. Goodwill messages were received from representatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, National Commission for Colleges of Education, NCCE, Connected Development, CODE, Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, Gender Mobile Initiative, and Step Up Nigeria. They all commended ICPC for organizing the debate, saying it would serve as an avenue to empower students with adequate knowledge on how best to support advocacy in the fight against corruption. That will be all on this segment. Corruption Must Go continues with Ola. Stay with us.
I am a Nigerian, a highly cultured race. My culture abhors corruption, and with my integrity, a new Nigeria is possible. I say no to corruption today to build a future for my children. Join me and imbibe the culture of integrity to build a Nigeria of our dreams.
This is a Cinema Beats production.
If you are just joining us, this is Corruption Must Go. The importance of fathers in any given society cannot be overemphasized. More often than not, fathers are regarded as pillars for their family members and serve as the primary source of values and moral teaching, as the children would most likely watch and copy their behavior. We spoke to some fathers on how they build values and inculcate positive character in their children. Let's hear them.
Ethical values are those values that you wish your children to live with and on. For the fact that you would wish your children to be ethical, those ethical values include integrity, honesty, doing the right thing, being respectful to others, and other good traits. So for you to do that, you need to be exemplary. Exemplary in your action, and exemplary in trying to enjoin them. Enjoin meaning do it and restrain them, stop them from doing bad. Because children are so tenderly that you need really to guide them in imbibing those values, ethical values that you wish them to imbibe. The moment you abandon your duty as a father, what will really happen is the negative, the opposite of those things. Your children will be disrespectful to others. They will lack emphatic actions and tenderly giving to others. And so many good things will go the opposite. And then by the time you abandon your duty, your children will be in trouble. Because they will be termed as, in Hausa they say, "En iska." When they say "En iska" means the son of the breeze. You know, breeze is nobody. So a child should be the son of somebody by the time he imbibes the right value. The right value, the opposite of it, when you are not doing your job. But when you do your job, when you are doing your job right, your child will really imbibe the right culture as you wish.
Very importantly, living by example. Children of nowadays don't actually, they live by what they see, not particularly by what you tell them. Advice is very important. It's good to advise the children to preach to them. But when you don't do those things you preach, then I think they won't listen to you that much. So to maintain high ethical standards in our homes, it's very important to practice what we preach. That's very important. They have this saying that not one person, raising the children is not for one person. It's for both parties being the mother and the father. It's very important for both mother and father to join hands in raising the children. But where it happens that one of the parties, maybe the father or the mother is not there, there's somewhat a kind of lack. Not necessarily so, but there seems to be, because the father has his job, the mother has his job, there is always this division of labor, unwritten division of labor, and it's very important. But if unfortunately one of the parties is not there, then there might be some problems down the line, not necessarily so, but raising of children and maintaining standard is a mother and father thing.
Welcome back. This is Corruption Must Go. A father's role often extends beyond his family to include others that deserve help and guidance in their life choices. Our Corruption Must Go crew spoke to a few fathers to find out the importance of a father figure in promoting positive values. Take a listen.
when a child lacks or a community lacks a fatherly role model or whatsoever in the society, the dangers are this. A father is the one that lives by example to guide the child. This is how the life goes. This is the way it should go. Don't forget that the Bible says, train up a child the way they should go, so that when they grow old, they will not depart from it. So if a father is not there, it's very easy for satanic agents to get hold of that child and begin to use them for their evil intentions, perpetrate evil in the society.
A father is a leading figure in the family. You know, he set a pace and he set a standard by which the family affairs should be run. A father should be known to be somebody who keeps to his word. Also, a father should be someone who is known in the ability to provide for his family. Then, as a teacher, one of the critical expectation of a teacher is mentoring. Mentoring in two aspects. One is intellectual mentoring, and then two, moral and character development of the child. So as a teacher, you are seen as a leading figure from the student first intellectually. A teacher needs to be someone who the child look up to, and then also in terms of character development and behavior in the society as well.
One of the challenges is that when you are giving these children, the student and our children, the integrity they're supposed to follow, they will picture out some of the things they are saying in the world and some of the things they see other people doing. I will give you an example of people that are doing opposite thing and they are making it. It's a challenge. It becomes very difficult for you to convince them that they cannot do it in that way and make it in life. Secondly, when you are giving them some of these integrity things that they need, they will tell you are old school. That in their generation these days, you don't need to go analog. You have to go digital.
As a father, you cannot tell a child don't steal, and when you are stealing. You cannot tell a child don't fart, and when you are farting with your wife in the midst of your children, you have not given these children the right thing to do. And then you as a father, don't come to stay outside the home, and as a father you are coming home back home by 12 midnight. What a lesson are you giving to these children? You can see that as a father, there are some things you need to ought not to do. You avoid it. Then as a teacher, now we live a life that is not dressed well, telling the children not to dress as expected, and you've been in the midst of these children, you are dressing roughly. You are no longer helping them. So that means that a lot of things that we need to put in through. These are things that we need to do that will help us better off.
We also spoke with some children who shared how their fathers have helped to provide for their family and the crucial role they play in raising healthy, happy, and well-adjusted kids in their homes and the community at large.
My dad, I can classify him as the best dad in the world because his concern towards me is so wonderful. Show me cares. Anything I think anything I requested from him, definitely he just look at the positive side of it and then he does it too. So such kind of thing is serious. I like it so much, and then I classify him as the best. That's my best dad actually. And his name is Ibrahim Okon. I don't have his picture right now. If not, I'll just show it.
Okay, so can you wish your father happy Father's Day?
Happy Father's Day. Hope you are doing well. I miss you, Dad.
I think my father is the best daddy in the whole world because he is caring, he is loving, he has been a good father to me and a good husband to my mother. So I classify him as the best father in this world.
What I am today is because of my dad. Some of his friends would tell him he had 6 girls and just got a boy. And they would tell you, is it not better you use your money and eat meat and drink and what have you, instead of sponsoring a female child to school? But he will always tell them, I have no regret training my children in school. He was not opportune to be educated, but he tried his best to see that we, his children, break the record that he could not. So I think my father is the best. And I'm praying to God that God should give me a good job so that my father can enjoy me before he dies.
There is no gainsaying that a father is an icon to his family. He represents the standard of upright living and sets the tone for the actions of those that look up to him. We join billions around the world in wishing every father out there a happy celebration. Thank you for staying tuned, and do make it a date with us same time, 3:30 p.m., same day, Wednesday next week. Happy Father's Day. Stay safe and remember that corruption is evil. Bye for now.